If you're over 60 and your morning erections are getting weaker, the problem might not be your age. It might be your breakfast. Some fruits that seem healthy are secretly killing your testosterone, slowing your blood flow, and sabotaging your performance. I'm Dr. Alexander Hartmann, and on this channel, Life 60 Plus, I share real, science-backed advice to help men regain their strength, energy, and confidence without pills or gimmicks. Subscribe now to stay informed and take back control of your health. Starting with the 10 fruits you should never eat in the morning. Pineapple. While pineapple is praised for its tropical sweetness and vitamin C, it's also a hidden sugar bomb, especially dangerous for men over 60 in the morning. A single serving can contain over 16 grams of sugar, causing a rapid blood sugar spike followed by a crash. This surge can interfere with hormone balance and reduce nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and enhancing blood flow to intimate areas. Moreover, pineapple contains bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion but may interact with medications commonly taken by older men. It can thin the blood or intensify the effects of certain drugs, leading to dizziness or circulation instability. Combined with high glycemic impact, this makes pineapple a risky choice first thing in the morning. The insulin spike from pineapple can also increase cortisol levels, your body's main stress hormone. Cortisol competes with testosterone and can suppress its production, especially in older men. Over time, these hormonal imbalances contribute to weaker erections and reduce libido, even if you're otherwise healthy. Instead of pineapple, consider lower glycemic fruits like berries, which offer antioxidants without the hormonal havoc. Timing also matters. Eating high-sugar fruit on an empty stomach sends mixed signals to your body and hormones. If you enjoy pineapple, save it for a post-exercise snack when insulin sensitivity is higher. Bananas. Bananas are often considered a quick and healthy breakfast food, but for men over 60, they might be doing more harm than good, especially when eaten alone in the morning. They're rich in simple carbohydrates and natural sugars like glucose and fructose, which can spike your blood sugar rapidly. This sudden rise and fall in energy levels can lead to insulin resistance over time, which negatively impacts testosterone production and blood circulation, two essential components for strong erections. While bananas do contain potassium, a nutrient important for blood pressure and heart health, their high sugar content can offset these benefits. The morning is a sensitive time for your body's hormone levels. When you eat a sugary fruit like a banana without protein or fat to slow absorption, it increases cortisol and suppresses testosterone, the exact opposite of what you want for optimal intimacy and stamina. Additionally, bananas are rich in serotonin precursors, which can lead to drowsiness or a foggy mental state when consumed first thing in the morning. This can make you feel sluggish rather than energized, especially if your testosterone levels are already declining with age. A slow, unfocused morning sets the tone for the entire day, including your performance and confidence. If you love bananas, you don't have to eliminate them completely. Instead, pair them with a protein like eggs or Greek yogurt and eat them later in the day. That way, you benefit from their nutrients without the blood sugar roller coaster that sabotages your hormonal and sexual health. Watermelon. Watermelon might seem like a harmless and hydrating fruit, but eating it first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, can create unexpected problems for men over 60. Despite its high water content, watermelon is loaded with natural sugars that rapidly enter the bloodstream. This sugar spike can disrupt your hormonal balance and lower testosterone, the key hormone responsible for maintaining sexual drive and erectile strength. While watermelon does contain citrulline, which is beneficial for blood flow, its benefits are often outweighed by the flood of glucose it delivers when eaten alone. Consuming in the morning, when your body is already sensitive to blood sugar changes, can contribute to insulin resistance. Over time, poor insulin sensitivity can reduce nitric oxide production, the very compound needed to trigger and maintain erections. Another overlooked issue is the effect watermelon can have on your digestive system when eaten in isolation. Its high water content can dilute stomach acids, leading to bloating or indigestion, especially in older adults with slower digestive function. Poor digestion means fewer nutrients get absorbed, which weakens the foundation of your hormonal and circulatory health. To enjoy watermelon without the drawbacks, save it for later in the day and pair it with a handful of nuts or a protein snack. This slows down sugar absorption, protects testosterone, and keeps your energy steady, all while still giving you the hydration benefits of this juicy fruit. Oranges. Oranges are often seen as the go-to breakfast fruit, but for men over 60, this seemingly healthy habit may be doing more harm than good when eaten first thing in the morning. The problem isn't just the sugar, it's the acidity. Oranges are highly acidic, and when consumed on an empty stomach, they can irritate your gastrointestinal tract, causing discomfort, bloating, and even acid reflux, which affects nutrient absorption and hormonal balance. The natural sugars in oranges may also spike your insulin quickly. This early morning spike can cause a crash just a few hours later, leading to fatigue, mood swings, and a drop in testosterone levels. As blood sugar dips, cortisol, the stress hormone, rises to compensate, which then pushes testosterone even further down. Over time, this daily cycle weakens your libido and makes firm erections harder to achieve. What's more, the frequent consumption of acidic fruits like oranges can wear down enamel and contribute to oral inflammation. Chronic gum inflammation is closely linked to cardiovascular health, and any issues with your blood vessels will directly impact erectile function. The connection may not be obvious, but poor oral health often leads to poor performance in the bedroom. That's not to say oranges must be completely avoided, but they should never be your first meal of the day. If you enjoy them, combine them with protein or healthy fat later in the morning. This buffers their acidic and sugary punch and helps you enjoy their vitamin C without sacrificing your testosterone or vascular health. Green apples. Green apples may seem like a smart choice for breakfast. They're crunchy, low in calories, and often marketed as a health food. But for men over 60, they can quietly chip away at your hormonal health when eaten on an empty stomach. The high acidity of green apples can irritate your digestive tract, especially in the morning, leading to discomfort, inflammation, and stress on the adrenal glands, all of which can interfere with testosterone production. Another problem lies in the fiber structure. While fiber is usually a good thing, the type found in green apples, especially the skin, can be tough to digest for aging stomachs. When digestion becomes sluggish, so does nutrient absorption, and that means your body struggles to take in the vitamins and minerals it needs to support healthy testosterone, circulation, and muscle strength. Green apples also contain sorbitol, a naturally occurring sugar alcohol. For some older adults, this causes bloating or mild gastrointestinal distress. Not exactly how you want to start your day. Digestive discomfort leads to increased cortisol levels. And as you know, cortisol is one of testosterone's greatest enemies. It's hard to feel confident or energized when your gut feels tight and stressed. If you enjoy green apples, consider saving them for a midday snack. Pair with a fat source like almond butter or a slice of aged cheese. This slows the blood sugar spike, protects your hormones, and keeps your gut calm. A simple shift in timing can make a big difference in how your body performs and feels. Grapes. At first glance, grapes look harmless. They're sweet, bite-sized, and easy to toss into a breakfast bowl. But for men over 60, this juicy fruit hides a sugary secret that could be silently draining your vitality. Grapes are loaded with fructose, a type of natural sugar that causes blood sugar to spike rapidly, especially when eaten alone first thing in the morning. This sudden spike is followed by an energy crash, and worse, a surge in insulin that weakens testosterone production over time. What makes grapes especially tricky is their high glycemic impact when eaten without fiber or protein. While they contain antioxidants like resveratrol, the quantity in a typical serving isn't enough to counterbalance the damage caused by their sugar content. For aging men trying to support hormonal health and maintain consistent energy levels, this imbalance can lead to more harm than good. Another overlooked issue with grapes is pesticide residue, unless you buy them organic. Grapes are one of the most heavily sprayed fruits on the market. These chemicals act as endocrine disruptors, meaning they can interfere with your hormonal system and suppress testosterone. Over time, these subtle exposures accumulate, leading to noticeable declines in performance, libido, and overall vitality. If you truly enjoy grapes, treat them as an occasional dessert, not as breakfast fuel. Pair them with nuts or Greek yogurt later in the day to slow sugar absorption and minimize hormonal disruption. For morning energy and strength, your body needs protein, healthy fats, and slow-burning fuel, not a sugary burst that leaves you weaker by noon. Mangoes. Mangoes may be juicy and delicious, but for men over 60, especially those struggling with erectile health, this fruit can be deceptive. Mangoes are loaded with natural sugars, sometimes as much as 45 grams in a single fruit. Eating one mango in the morning can cause a rapid blood sugar spike, followed by a sharp crash that leaves you fatigued, irritable, and hormonally unbalanced. For seniors, this roller coaster effect is not just tiring, it's dangerous to vascular health. High blood sugar, even in the short term, damages the endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels responsible for controlling blood flow. When this layer becomes inflamed or stiff, it reduces your ability to achieve and sustain erections. Since mangoes are often consumed during breakfast, they start your day by quietly working against your circulation rather than supporting it. Another issue is mango's glycemic index. Despite being natural, mangoes rank surprisingly high on the glycemic scale, meaning they rapidly elevate insulin. And elevated insulin is a known testosterone suppressor. This hormonal shift, combined with poor blood flow, creates the perfect storm for weakened libido and erectile performance in older men. If you enjoy mango, moderation is key. Avoid starting your day with it, and never combine it with other high-sugar foods like fruit juice or sweetened yogurt. Instead, prioritize low-glycemic, high-fiber fruits that won't sabotage your vascular system first thing in the morning. Mango might be tropical and tempting, but for your erections, it's better left for rare occasions. Dates. Dates are often considered a healthy snack due to their fiber and mineral content. But for men over 60, especially in the context of morning meals, they pose a significant risk to erectile function. These dried fruits are incredibly high in sugar, up to 16 grams per single date. Starting your day with a handful of dates is equivalent to flooding your bloodstream with sugar, which immediately taxes your pancreas and blood vessels. This surge in sugar damages the small capillaries that supply blood to your pelvic region. Over time, these vessels become less responsive, narrower, and more prone to blockages. That means less blood flow where you need it most, and a gradual loss of firmness and stamina. Dates may seem harmless, but they can clog the very pathways responsible for arousal. Another often overlooked effect of dates is their impact on cortisol. Due to their sugar density, dates spike cortisol and insulin levels simultaneously. This dual spike not only sabotages testosterone, but leaves your body in a reactive, inflamed state. If you're already dealing with age-related declines in hormone production, dates only accelerate the process. It's also important to understand that dried fruits like dates lack the water content found in fresh fruit, concentrating their sugar into every bite. A small handful may feel light, but it's a heavy hit to your vascular and hormonal health. If you're serious about restoring or maintaining erectile strength, ditch the dates from your breakfast routine. Figs. Figs, whether fresh or dried, are another problematic fruit for men aiming to protect their sexual health. While they're known for being rich in fiber and antioxidants, they also carry a deceptively high sugar content, especially when dried. 1 cup of dried figs contains nearly 70 grams of sugar. For seniors, that level of intake is like slamming the brakes on healthy testosterone and circulation first thing in the morning. When blood sugar rises sharply, it initiates a cascade of inflammatory responses in the body. For the erectile system, this spells disaster. The small arteries that feed blood to the penis become inflamed, stiff, and prone to micro-damage. Over time, this results in erectile dysfunction that doesn't just come and go. It becomes chronic. Figs also have a sedative-like effect due to their magnesium and potassium content. While these minerals are beneficial in moderation, eating figs in the morning can lead to sluggishness and a lack of drive, both physically and sexually. If you're already dealing with morning fatigue, figs can make your engine stall further. Moreover, dried figs are often coated in glucose syrup or preservatives that further increase their glycemic load. They might be marketed as natural energy, but for older men, they behave more like a metabolic grenade. If you want a strong start to your day, figs are better left off your breakfast plate. Papaya. Papaya has a reputation for being healthy, especially for digestion, but it has a dark side when it comes to sexual performance in older men. First, papaya contains an enzyme called papain, which can sometimes interfere with testosterone production when consumed in excess. While helpful for breaking down proteins, this enzyme can also inadvertently break down hormones your body is trying to preserve. Papaya is also high in carotenoids and vitamin C, which are generally beneficial, but in large quantities, they can actually reduce androgen activity. That means a slowdown in testosterone's effectiveness, particularly if consumed during the hormonal vulnerability of early morning. Men over 60 need every bit of hormonal support they can get, and papaya doesn't offer the right kind. Another concern is a potential estrogenic effect of papaya. Some animal studies have shown that unripe papaya or large amounts of fruit may mimic estrogen-like behavior in the body. While the research on humans is still emerging, older men looking to avoid testosterone suppression should be cautious with any food that has this effect, even natural ones like papaya. Lastly, papaya is known for being extremely soft and low in fiber compared to other fruits. This makes it a fast-digesting carbohydrate, which can contribute to a quick spike in blood sugar, especially when eaten alone for breakfast. Combined with hormone-dampening properties, it's clear why papaya might not be the best choice if you're over 60 and aiming to support your erections. Now, the fruits that were supposed to energize you may actually be draining your strength, sabotaging your testosterone, and weakening your blood flow. But the good news? You can take control. Avoiding these 10 fruits in the morning could be the first step toward restoring the energy, the drive, and the performance you thought was gone forever. As Dr. Hartmann always says, you're not broken, you're just blocked. And sometimes, all it takes is removing the wrong habits to let your body finally breathe again. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share with a man who needs to hear this truth. You deserve to feel strong again, without pills, without shame, and without fruit that works against you. Your comeback starts now.